Hi guys, this is Miss Brown speaking. Today you are going to practice measuring and describing angles. Hopefully you already know that we use a tool called a protractor to measure angles. So what you're going to do, you're going to click right here on the Math Playground link, and it's going to take you to an app where you can measure angles. So what you're going to do is you're going to click right there, and you're going to begin to measure angles. Now, I want you to know what the angle is. You see right here where you have a yellow line, then you have the vertex right here, and another yellow line, and those are technically rays. You're going to have to measure this. So in order to measure this, I want you to notice the protractor, okay? Notice you have the center of the protractor here. You have this red line across the bottom. That's like your baseline or your starting point. And then you have an outside row of numbers and an inside row of numbers. To determine whether you're using the outside row or the inside row, it really depends on how you line up your protractor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my protractor and get this red line in right on top of this yellow ray. So here I go. I'm going to click and I'm going to turn. Notice my yellow line is going right through that red line. Now, we have to measure this angle. So you have to decide, am I using the outside row of numbers or the inside row? Well, when we start counting, guys, it'll be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since this is my starting point and 0 is on the outside row of numbers, I would need to use the outside row. So that's 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30. And then if I look, that's 35. So this angle measures 135 degrees. If you're off by a degree or two, it's okay. All right. And then you press enter, and then it'll tell you whether you're right or not. So you're going to need a screenshot of at least one obtuse, one acute, and if you can get it, a right angle and a straight angle. So I'm going to go ahead and take my screenshot. I'm going to hit Control Shift Switch key, and then I'm going to take a screenshot of that. And that's in my downloads. Now I'm going to go to my Canvas assignment, and I'm going to post my reply. Okay. So I'm going to put the picture below is an obtuse angle. So you have to describe the angle. It is an obtuse angle. And how do I know? Because the angle is greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. And then I'm going to include my picture. Your pictures need to be in your discussion post. Do not send me emails, guys. Those emails get lost. Okay, so what you're going to do is I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to click upload image. And then I'm going to upload that screenshot, open, and submit. And it's thinking about it. There it is. And if I want to adjust the size, which I do a little bit, it's a little big. Okay, well, maybe I don't want to adjust the size. There it is. That's good enough. Okay, and then on to the next. So again, you want to practice. Guys, I prefer you at least measure 5 to 10 angles. I'm not going to limit you. You do you, okay? So here's another angle. Notice that I have a yellow line right here, and it's actually a ray. And there's the vertex, and then there's the other yellow ray. So again, I need to measure this angle. So I could either rotate the protractor to where this ray right here passes through my red line, or I could rotate the protractor in the other direction to where this ray passes through the red line. I'm going to use that since I'm already there. And again, the question is, do I use the outside row of numbers or the inside row? Well, if this is my starting point, when I start counting, I'm going to start 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 happens to be on the inside this time. So this time I'm using the inside row of numbers, all right? So that's 0, and it really doesn't quite get to 10. It actually is about 9. So I'm going to click 9, press enter, and great. I'm going to press Control, Shift, Switch key, take my screenshot. I'm going to make sure that I include my angle measurements, because guys, you have to have the angle measurements correct. And when I say correct, within 1 or 2 degrees, okay? If your angle measurements are incorrect, then we are not totally meeting our objective. Our objective is to be able to measure correctly and describe the angles. So if your angle measurements here are incorrect, you need to try another one until you get your angle measurements correct. All right, so I'm going to go back to Canvas, and I'm going to add to my discussion post. And I'm going to put the next picture is an acute angle because the angle measure is less than 90 degrees. And then I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to click upload image, and I'm going to click on my next image. Okay, now technically all I'm requiring you to get is an acute and obtuse angle that is correctly measured. However, if you can get a straight angle and a right angle, I will give you extra credit. And you might be like, well, how am I going to get the acute angle and right angle? You're going to have to keep measuring it until it gives you an acute and right angle. And I don't know, it might take you 10, 20 measurements to get an acute and right angle. Anyway, after I'm done, I'm going to press post reply. All right, and so here's what my post looks like. I should have made that smaller, but that's okay. It's not a problem. And yeah, so that's what I need you guys to do. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.